Everyone is anticipating the Kitasan rerun banner tomorrow, and I want to make some predictions on what this means for Champions meetings going forward. The rerun of Kitasan Black SSR Speed will benefit these two groups of players. First, there is the free-to-play or newer player that has little to no cards at max limit break. They depend on borrowing Kitasan Black for every career run and basically have trouble raising any UMA past 12,500 rating. And then we have the Dolphins, who don't have 3 limit break Kitasan. However, they'll still have a lot of decent high limit break SR cards. They're able to consistently build UMAs in the 13,000 plus rating, but will have trouble reaching S rating. And yes, I know that rating isn't the ultimate metric for judging how strong your UMAs are, but just take it as a relative indicator of strength. So once this banner comes out, it will raise the power level of free-to-play and Dolphin players who didn't have this card previously, while Whales don't grow any stronger since they already have her. And in the upcoming Champions meeting, we'll be utilizing a Wit-heavy deck. Say that this is your deck currently, you don't have Kitasan Black at a high enough limit break, so you're forced to borrow her. Now, if this player is able to get Kitasan Black to a high limit break, it frees up a borrow slot for them and enables them to borrow a strong Wit or Speed card. So now their deck can look something like this. These two cards here are more than enough to cap speed and get a decent amount of power. So this boost in deck strength enables an entirely new group of players to train competitive UMAs, which will make the floor of Champions meetings much higher. But the ceiling will stay the same. Since speed is now so easily capped, power, wit, and skill points are the luxury stats that high spenders are going to have more of over lower spenders. The big problem, or the big benefit, depending on how you want to look at it, is that RNG becomes much more of a bigger factor in Champions meetings when there's a smaller difference in stats. Usually, as long as you hit stat requirements and have a functional skill kit, you'll likely get into Group A finals. This is because you won't always win races from having more wit, but you'll definitely lose races because you don't have enough of it. And you don't always win races because you have more stamina or power, but you'll definitely lose races because you don't have enough of it. Having anything more than the stat requirements is just an edge, but just making sure that you can hit stat requirements in the first place already gives you a big chance of winning. So now since a lot more players are able to hit these stats, there will be simply more competitive UMAs in Champions meetings. And it will come down to your skill as a trainer to learn the best skills and strategies to play to your strengths, and of course, a good amount of luck. And Whales are in no way exempt from this. We've already seen in Libra Cup where once we got past the first round and very weak UMAs were weeded out, the second round turned into a skill lottery to see who could proc gold recovery skills and no stopping me. You could get 5 wins on one ticket and then 4 losses on the next one. Just think about how many S tier UMAs you saw losing to those with much worse stats. And I don't believe it will be too much different with the next Champions meeting. So are you guys planning to pull on Kitasan Black? And if you are you going to try to win Scorpio Cup? Let me know how your pulls go and subscribe.